What's up guys, Lucy here from Hunting for George. I have got a very special home tour for you today because this one you can actually win. This luxury multi-million-dollar family home in the middle of Glen Iris could be all yours thanks to the Royal Melbourne Hospital Home Lottery. I'm going to let you know everything you need to know about how you can win this luxury pad, but first I just want to get inside. Has such a good entrance. It has a lovely light and bright feel to it and very generous proportions, especially in that very impressive front pivot door. So through here we have a lovely sitting area. So this has got a lot of natural light coming in here. This is north facing, so those windows are bringing in a lot of light. Plus there's really lovely garden details as well. That pop of green, these plants, these low-lying plants, I've been told they're called tractor seats. I love that name, they look beautiful. As well as these sheer curtains, these are handy. So you can control the amount of light coming into the room, but this couch looks seriously comfy. It is as comfy as it looks. This might be a good time to let you know that this home comes fully furnished. So this could all be yours. I especially like the styling here as well. They might throw in an Aperol Spritz if you win this pad. Through here is the door to the double garage, and we've also got plenty of storage. There's a nice breakout space here. Space for your coat, space for your bags, and this is the, well, it's the guest powder room really, and it's a good size. You've got a hidden toilet behind this nib wall, and basically it's very sophisticated. It's very dark in here, but it's very moody and ambient. There is a narrow skylight punching a lot of lovely natural light through, and it's picking up on the detailing in the paneling on the wall, which is lovely as well. Are we gonna go straight, or is it time for a detour and I'm gonna go right? I'm gonna go right. Welcome to the master suite. This has got a really lush and indulgent feel to it. This is a custom bed head from Webster. This has got a really impressive felted upholstered detail. It's very scrumptious. Like, I love it. I love the colors, I love the texture. There's lots of beautiful mossy greens. It's very rich. It continues these sheer curtains, so you can actually block out and get more privacy, but it looks out onto this lovely garden space. We're going in to the biggest walk-in robe I have ever seen. Would you look at the size of this thing? I need to like indicate what we're dealing with here. This is massive. Plus you've got a full-length mirror here that's integrated into that wall. It's a nice touch. A ton of storage. Again, it's probably a bit sad how excited I am by storage, but seriously, this is making me insanely jealous. That's not all, guys. After you, do you want to go take a look at this amazing ensuite? I love this space. The tones, the textures, the colors in here are just spot on. And would you look at the size of this bathtub? Now, I do apologize because this may end up being your home in a matter of days, but you know what? I'm sorry, I'm getting in it. I need to show you how big this guy is. This checks out. I like it. The size is good. The size is more than good. The only thing that I would say is missing from this situation is maybe like a stool with a full and chilled bottle of bubbles. I also really love the floor mounted tap as well. Very dramatic, very bold. I really like these details. I'm a bit of a sucker for a curved feature. So you've got double vanity, no need to share. And behind this really nice fluted glass is your shower. Not just one, but two. You guessed it, you can high five your mate. This is a really good size. You can hear the echo. And behind door number 2, we've got the loo. Which, do you know what? That's important because it helps to have a little bit of a privacy. Even though it's an ensuite, you've got to keep the romance alive. So this is a really impressive atrium. So this internal atrium is punching a lot of light in, and it's noticeable as soon as you walk through the front door, and you also get to notice this incredible greenery as well. So we're at the base of the stairs. I'm not going to go up yet. I'm actually going to go this way. So this is basically under the stairs, which is essentially just storage. So I'm thinking bikes, vacuums, mops, that sort of thing. Things you always need, but you don't want on display. Welcome to the laundry. This has got a very different feel to that first powder room. It's very light and bright in here. Slightly different color palette, but lots of beautiful grays. There's lovely kind of soft green cabinetry. Are we ready to go into the heart of the home? Yeah, I am. Oh my goodness, after you. So I love the fact that the laundry connects you to the kitchen, and at the moment I'm actually standing in what is essentially an open butler's pantry. So butler's pantries, usually they're kind of hidden away, but this is a nice sort of hybrid really, because there's open storage here, you've got power points, and you've got accessible bench space. So this is like your messy prep area, but it's open, but it's hidden from the dining space. So I think that is really smart. You're close to your fridge, you're close to your sink, but as soon as you come through here, hello, ultimate host, this is absolutely divine. I absolutely love this kitchen. The colors in here are really beautiful. I say color, it's not color heavy. It's actually quite neutral, but the color they've brought in is just really soft. They've got that nice green. I guess it's like a soft eucalyptus, I'd call it, which goes really nicely with the gray tones. And that grey is picked up in the grouting as well, which has got that nice fresh pop of white with those skinny vertical tiles. And the white as well in the range hood, a very sleek induction cooktop, 2 ovens. There's a lot to love about this. There's a lot to love about this kitchen. It has an incredible feeling to it. We've got our dining area here, so a really good sized table, which leads straight off that very impressive porcelain island bench. But guys, talk about a living space. Absolutely spectacular. I love how they've extended the height of the ceilings in here, and you can kind of see that differentiation in the paneling, and your focal point 100% is on this insanely bold and very cozy, might I say, gas fire. I really love that feature. lovely that you can open that up. It's letting a lot of lovely, not only sunlight, but breeze through here. Very connected to the outside, this home, but you can also shut it away. So from one outside to another. Oh my gosh, this is like the ultimate entertainer's pad. I love the way that opens up. You've got such a great outdoor space here. It's covered, you've got lighting, you've got your fan, and not to mention, you've basically got a whole nother kitchen out here with a very big, very impressive barbecue and, most important, bar fridge as well. Coming in. I am officially jealous of this home now. This pool is so spectacular, and I love the fact that you can see this from that living area as well. The tiles are a really kind of nice dark oceanic blue, which I really like. It sort of matches with that dark fencing, which by the way is bordered beautifully by that garden which wraps around the entire perimeter. I've actually got a lot more to look at, including this is another really great breakout area. They've got a really deep lounge here, which you can sit at, read your book, and just enjoy your garden outside as well. But I can see that there's a beautiful light void, and you know what, it's probably time we check out upstairs. Okay, we're going up. So we are at the top of the atrium now, so we can look down onto all of that beautiful greenery, which is actually called elephant's ears, which is fantastic because they look like elephant ears basically. So upstairs essentially is the kids area. So this is their own rumpus room. Yes, they get their own living space. So you can throw them up here and they get to do what they want, which, well, this is probably the most sophisticated kids room I've ever seen. It looks down onto the garden. Again, there's a lot of light. There is a lot of beautiful light everywhere in this home. And this is a really nice aspect as well. There's so much sort of surprise and delight. There's light voids, there's little breakaway areas, there's pockets and little nooks and crannies to enjoy. More, we got more. This is the first of the bedrooms upstairs. So this is a really good sized bedroom. So this bedroom, it actually looks down onto that living area. It's got really great storage, inbuilt desk, and it's got its own ensuite. A slightly different tone and colour palette from the ones downstairs. I'd say that this one, whilst it's similar in colour, it's probably a bit more young, a bit more fresh. Bedroom 2 upstairs. Oh, this has got a lot of beautiful light coming in. In fact, this is north facing, but this is essentially the mirror image of what was happening in that first bedroom. So a lot of lovely light streaming through the windows, and again, a very generous ensuite. that lovely narrow skylight as well. The lighting in this home is just sensational. The all-important home office. Pretty much every home needs an office these days. So I really like this solution. It's actually a really good use of space. And do you know what? This cabling, this is actually here as a safety feature, but to be honest with you, I think it's a really cool design element. And what I would personally do is maybe get some devil's ivy and actually get some creeper plants and maybe create a beautiful green vertical wall. More storage, just in case you needed more storage. I feel like this home is filled with it. And again, we've got another bedroom. So this bedroom, slightly bigger proportions from the other two. I guess this has got a bit more storage and you've got a bit more of a desk area as well. So maybe this is the pick of the bunch. They're all pretty good though, mind you. And another very generous ensuite. Do you know what? Every single bedroom in this home has an ensuite. You gotta love that. Like this little cutout. I think this is actually really cute. I'm just imagining like being able to spy on who's at the front door. Maybe if it's like my year 12 formal and like I want to see my date before I make my grand entrance. Or is that just me? Okay, so I'm going to find myself a drink and then let's talk a little bit more about this grand prize and take a look at what you can win. Okay, so I said at the start that you could win this home and I was quite right. You can if you buy a ticket in the Royal Melbourne Hospital Home Lottery. The proceeds from all of these tickets actually go to the Royal Melbourne Hospital. So think about all those surgeons, doctors, nurses, and all of the healthcare professionals at the Royal Melbourne Hospital. They are all going to be the ones that benefit out of this home lottery. So basically, you're pretty much investing in your future home whilst also supporting hospital. Win-win? Yeah, I think it is. So let me break this down for you though, okay? This is a $3.4 million home in Glen Iris that comes fully furnished. But not only that, oh no, you also get $250,000 worth of gold. Yes, gold. Not only do you get a mortgage-free house, but you also get gold. That is a pretty good offer. This is the grand prize. This is the number one. This is the big kahuna. This is the must-have. This is the big guy, okay? This is the one that you want to win. But not only that, there's actually 15,010 prizes to win, to be exact. So it's a 1 in 15 chance of winning. I kind of like those odds. So this home that I am in right now is a collaboration between Mazzei, Webster Architecture and Interiors, and Nathan Burkett Landscape Architecture. Its address, or your new address, I should say, is Glen Iris, which is a very family-friendly suburb in Melbourne. It has got really wide open streets. There's huge generous blocks, beautiful old period homes mixed with new, like this one. There's just a lot of space out here, but you're still in the heart of Melbourne. So this is a 4-bedroom home, each one complete with its own ensuite. But I mean, the master suite, we've got to start with that because that does not compare to the rest of them. That is in a league of its own. That generous walk-in robe that leads you through into that ensuite with that huge tub, the double vanities, the double shower, courtyard, that amazing fluted glass. I mean, that really was the most premium, lush ensuite that I would find it very hard leaving, I've got to be honest with you, because I could literally spend all afternoon just enjoying a bubble bath in that tub, seriously. The custom bed head was really special. That went the full width of that bedroom, and I really liked the way that kind of encased you. It created a beautiful cozy feeling, and those interiors as well, the colors were very rich and indulgent and exactly what you want in your master suite. It looked out onto that garden, and it had those beautiful sheer curtains as well, so you can block that out if you want more privacy. For me, that master suite, I'm gonna call it its own wing, that is just a really big showstopper for me, and I love the fact that it's on its own level and it's separated from the rest of the bedrooms in the home. As you walk through the front door, you have that really lovely sitting area which has that north facing aspect. A lot of natural light was coming through there, a really good use of space, and again, it had a really lovely connection with the garden as well. I gotta admit, the gardens are connected everywhere you turn in this home. You can't always get a sense you're kind of connected to the outside. You can always kind of see through, you can see pops of greenery, you have connections through voids and the light coming in. It's done incredibly well. And they've been very smart about that and their placements of their light voids, because this rear aspect of the house, you know, isn't north facing, but the way that they've actually shifted the home, you kind of actually move around the light. And right now, you know, I'm just getting the most amazing amount of afternoon sun streaming into this living area, which is exactly what you want in this space. The living space, oh my God, the height is just beautiful. It's grand, but not too much. Like, it's still got a really nice cozy feel. I love the fact that those windows look out onto that pool area. It creates such a nice, fun coastal vibe. I mean, it is the middle of winter right now, but I really want to jump in that pool. This has got like summertime feel to it, and I think it just comes down to the fact that this house, it's for the entertainer. You know, there is so much space to entertain, whether it be like a pool party or an intimate dinner party, or even if it's just two of you having the night to yourselves. Like, there's so many ways that you can entertain and enjoy this home. So speaking of entertaining, obviously the kitchen is huge, as is the rest of the home. You've got not only the kitchen, but you've got an outdoor kitchen area as well. I spoke about that butler's pantry, which I think is really clever use of space, because it's not, you know, in its own room or blocked off at all. It's still open, it's easy to access, but it is really hidden from the rest of the dinner party. So if you do have guests, you know, they don't have to see everything that's going on behind the scenes, but it's still an extension of the kitchen. So I think that's really smart. And I love the fact that it runs through into the laundry as well. So they've got that recessed door, and I like the fact you can open that completely up so it becomes one kind of full hallway, full gully from the kitchen into the laundry, but you can close it off if you don't want to see it. So it's really versatile. And I guess on the versatility front, I've got to mention the storage, because I noticed a lot of it in this home. And I mean like a lot of it. Wherever there can be storage, there is storage. And I guess it's a 4-bedroom home, so you're gonna want a lot of storage. Something as simple as just under the stairs, huge amount of space under the stairs, but they've actually closed it in to create a storage room. So there's a ton of storage for, like, you know, bikes and that sort of thing, like big sort of stuff that you want easy access to, but you might not necessarily want to see. So that sort of thing is really quite smart. Upstairs, it's all about the kids. And I mean, those kids are gonna be damn spoiled, because if that was my play area growing up, I wouldn't know what to do with myself right now, quite frankly. That was like so impressive up there. They've got their own living area, their own rumpus room that runs off that hallway and looks over that beautiful atrium, by the way. So it also looks down onto that light void. So I kind of like that connectivity. You know, you can be upstairs, but you can also be kind of chatting to someone downstairs as well. So I like the fact that for a family home, there's just lots of places to break away and enjoy, but you're still connected with one another. You know, there's not kind of closed off doors. It's still very open plan, but it does have the the opportunity to be quite versatile, that you can get privacy but still be connected at the same time. The kids' bedrooms were very generous. I mean, there was great storage, there was desk areas in all of them, and of course the en-suites, all of which had very impressive vanities and their own very generous showers. The color palette upstairs was a bit more fresh and young, but very similar and in keeping to the rest of the home. Plus there was a really interesting use of space with that home office upstairs as well, which, as we all know, right now, every home needs a home office. It's important to be able to have that space that you can actually use to get the job done whilst you're at home. And I think the way that they've solved that above the stairs is actually really quite simple, but really effective. The gardens connect really well to the design of this home. You know, they can kind of be seen from sort of every different aspect. And I think that comes down to the relationship between the architect and the landscape architect, because they do have a good working relationship. They were able to consult one another on this project, and the goal with the gardens was really to create just a beautiful, low maintenance garden that you can enjoy all year round without having to bother and fuss over it too much, whilst also being able to enjoy it from all the different aspects of your home. So if you are not convinced that you need to buy a ticket for this home lottery yet, there's a couple of other things I need to tell you. If you actually buy your ticket like now, like early pants, there are even more chances to win. Yes, more. There are 8 bonus draws to be won, including an early bird prize, which is just quietly an Aston Martin. If you want to not only potentially win this home, but also a range of other amazing prizes, I highly recommend that you enter this home lottery. The link is in the description below. Don't forget, every entry goes towards supporting the Royal Melbourne Hospital, so it is a very good cause, and honestly, my fingers are crossed for you. And just quietly, if you win this pad, can you invite me around for Christmas? Thanks for watching, guys. I would love to know what you thought of this home. Leave me a comment below and like and subscribe, because we've got plenty more home tours coming your way. And if you're going to enter, good luck.